As we celebrate Emancipation Day in the next few days, the African community must do some soul searching. The evidence is now clear. The government of Trinidad and Tobago would spend billions of dollars to destroy us. They would spend billions on lawyers and judges, but they would spend menial dollars paying Africans to curse other Africans and even kill other Africans if need be. Emancipation is here. The UNC government, along with the Indian High Commission, attempted to hijack the emancipation celebration by keeping an East Indian celebration to show how disrespectful they are. They are not even pretending anymore to not like us. They are now showing us how they really feel. The persons they are using to lead the campaign against us are persons of African descent. The persons are John Jeremy, Homeland Security Minister Roger Alexander, the Police Commissioner, as well leading in the campaign are the two Tobagonian MPs. They are the most hateful out of the bunch. I will not even dare to speak about what is going on in Tobago at this moment. That is a whole video by itself. What I want to remind the African community about, and would like many of us, if opportunity is afforded to us, to read a book by the name of Slave Masters of Trinidad and Tobago by Selwyn Cudjoe. The book is about a slave master by the name of William Harding Burnley. Burnley hated African people. Burnley saw African persons as animals, products to be sold, cattle to rear. When the talk of emancipation came, Burnley led the campaign in choosing who he think was best for Trinidad and Tobago as indented laborers. And one of the things Burnley noted is that if the English government can get immigrants from India, then he would not have anything to fear, because the East Indian and the African will never truly get along, because he understood the caste system well. And he knew also that the caste system was contaminated to such a point that skin color was a big part of the influence that the British had in India. So the whiter the skin, the more opportunities. The darker the skin, less opportunities and more hated. And Burnley played on all those stigmas. And eventually, the British brought the East Indians as immigrants. Many of the East Indian immigrants who came could not read or write properly. So the names that were published was written by the British secretaries themselves and not the East Indian indentured laborers. Many spoke Bhojpuri and not Hindi. Hindi was not their native language. So when you hear many of those East Indian bragging and calling themselves Brahmin, I mean, anyone who has studied the history of the indentured labor and how they came and who came would just smile, because that is something they invented. When they go back home or they go to India to check their ancestral village, they are not going where the Brahmins, they are not going to Brahmin families. They are going to lowly caste. So with that stigma, they feel that they had a point to prove that they are better than the persons that they met on the island. Because where they came from, they were low, they were ignored, they were castigated. So they came with a psychosis with a point to prove.